I'm Stefano Prato from the Society for International Development International Secretariat, and I am the Managing Director. The SID World Congress is one of the most exciting moments in the life of the Society, because it's the one moment every 3 or 4 years, depending on a cycle, when the entire Society comes together. And this is very important because as a society which has such a large network across virtually every continent in the world and in so many different national spaces, there is still a need to come together to reflect on our strategy as an organization, but also to project our thinking and our debates in the outer world. And I think that's very important. The Society for International Development is in a sense, is an hybrid organization, because it's born as a membership organization and therefore includes individuals who are interested and genuinely concerned about development from very different walks of life. But it also includes institutions. So in a sense, it's an organization that embraces both individuals in their personal capacities, but also the institutions that they work with and engage with. I think if you look at the schedule, on the 3 days, the first thing I'm excited about is the diversity of speakers which are featured in the program. In the sense that we have both people within the formal leadership of key international organizations which are actually driving the development agenda, but at the same time we also have key representatives of the academic community, of NGOs, even of grassroots processes. So in a sense we capture leadership in a very broad sense of the word. Leadership in so many different camps and so different walks of life. And I think that's what makes the Congress exciting. Of the Congress in Washington, it's of course first of all the constituency that hosts it. I think there is no other place in the world in which the development constituency is so diverse in itself. In many other places, if I think about Europe, but even if I think about congresses in the South, for instance Tanzania or Mexico in the past, the Congress was coming together with a very strong homogeneous core. And what is very interesting here is the fact that the Congress is hosted by, in a sense, a non-partisan group of people, which actually goes from the private sector into academia, into institutions. And I think that makes it from the very start a forum for very open dialogue among diversities, and that's what really makes it unique. I think what makes it unique is in a sense is what I've just said, in the sense that it makes it first of all, it's unique because it's very large, and certainly in terms of membership size, it's certainly the strongest chapter of the Society when you look at numbers. But in a sense, it's not only quantitative measures here that make the difference, but also the quality of the engagement. In a sense, the Washington chapter captures the entire leadership of the development community, both within the private, the public, and the economic world. And this really makes it a leader within the Society. What is very exciting about it is that the General Assembly meets and follows the World Congress discussion. And this is a way to build on the conference discussion and project that debate into the future programming of the Society. But I think it's also an opportunity for all the chapters and the institutional members to come together and decide how they can better organize themselves to achieve our common purpose. So in a sense, we are here and we are very willing to learn among each other, and also the leadership of the Washington chapter is extremely important in this. I think this Congress will inspire the future of the Society in 3 ways. First of all, it will inspire the discourse of the Society in terms of the key programmatic ideas that will form the core of the Society's programming. Secondly, it will inspire our partnership concept as an organization, because the Congress came about as a very strong cooperative efforts in the preparations of both the programs and the organizational aspects. And I think this partnership idea will have to be carried forward. And thirdly, in the new concept of governance, because this comes in a moment of deep reform of the organization, of its governance structure, in sense of greater participation, but at the same time coupled with a very strong leadership. And I think that will also spring out of this and will be carried ahead. The only thing that I really feel, and I think on behalf of the entire Society, and I do that not only because of my own ideas, but because of the sentiments that I have captured by speaking to the many members that are present here, is a very profound word of thanks to the Washington chapter for having organized a fantastic framework for these 3 days. Marvelous in organizational settings, marvelous in terms of the programmatic setup, and also for the hospitality.